Hello, wherever you are in the world, day, morning, evening. I hope you're having a great one. I'm Sher, and I'm coming on to do a collective read for the Twin Flame Collective, the current energies right now. If you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me at sherrijens@gmail.com or on Facebook at Sherri Jens or Sher Jens Tarot and Intuitive Guidance. So, the Twin Flame Collective. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a few days now. Much like last time. Feeling called to do this for the twins, for the Twin Flame Collective Spirit. So if you resonate with that label, twins, what is in our highest best? Good to know. I'm hearing duty, like D-U-T-Y, duty. What else for the twins? For the Twin Flame Collective Spirit. Okay. Reduction. I'm hearing reduction. Like making it simple. Like bringing it down to bare bones. Breaking it down. Breaking it down one step at a time. I'm hearing, yeah, moving away. So there may have been blocked communication between you. Blocking, like literal blocking, or somehow blocked energetically, slowed, delayed. Could also be miscommunications, and we have just ended the Mercury retrograde shadow period, during which time these things are rife in the universe, right? So yeah, there may have been blocked communication. One or the other partner may have gone inward, which is one of the most important phases in this journey, and happens several times. These are recursive steps. These are recursive steps. Just as when I taught English, taught the writing process, there are recursive steps in the writing process. You go back to revision, editing, so on and so forth. That is analogous to the twin flame dynamic in a manner of speaking, because there's a revision and then trying again, a revision, trying again, leveling up, trying again, going back, taking a look, pulling away, and coming together again. So yeah, that's part of it. It's part of it. This cycle, these cycles back and forth with the twins. Yeah, so one or the other may have pulled back recently to gain perspective, or pulling back just as a trigger response, perhaps, and during which time this will happen, the gain perspective will happen. So whether the intention is what I'm hearing, whether the intention was there or not to gain perspective, it's going to be changed regardless, whether that was the intent or not. Yeah, so planning for moving forward. So for some of you, there may be planning for moving forward, however slowly here, moving forward methodically, planning and strategizing. For another segment of the Twin Flame Collective, then it is a matter of moving away from probably some deception within the connection on one side or the other, moving away steadily toward something more stable and conducive to well-being in the materially conducive to well-being. So in the 3D, this is what's going on. Of course, in the 5D, we're always connected, right? The twins are always connected. And so separation is an illusion anyway. Separation is an illusion anyway. However, within the Twin Flame Collective right now, this may be going on, this pulling back and regaining perspective. And again, I'm hearing whether intended or not. So even if it is accidental, they're going to be gaining perspective, one or the other of the parties, if not both. Okay. And seeing that with that connection and with that bond, there, you know, when it happens in one, it happens in the other. So when there's growth and change and shift perspective in one of the partners in a twin flame dynamic, then the other shifts as well. So that's why it's so important in the twin flame journey to do our own healing, because it absolutely mirrors in our partners. So yeah, so that may be going on. Planning for the future for some of us. I'm hearing there is a plan being formulated right now. However, again, slow, methodical, deliberate. How to bring this about, with an element of peace inherently involved in it. Yeah. Combining the creative spark and the fire and the passion with logic. With logic, yes. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else for the twins? Yeah, cooperation. Better cooperation. That's coming. Union. There we go. Speaking of twin flames, union card. So that's what we're moving. Remember, we have to have the union within before we can have the union without. So we have to have that union within. What do I mean by union? Within. That is balance. That is stability. That is being healed. That is balancing the left and right sides of the brain. Balancing that masculine push with the feminine receiving. So masculine taking action, moving forward, and the feminine aspect of receiving. Okay, so that is what that is. Left, right brain, balancing intuition and logic, balancing emotions with logic. Intuition, creative side. We all have divine masculine and feminine within us, and so it is important to be able to balance that. So we want to be balanced, left and right brain. We want to be balanced, left and right sides of the body. We want to be balanced in our intuition and in our logic. Okay? And action, taking right action when we are called to, and opening up to receive in equal measure. Yeah. There's a new beginning for some. New beginning for some. New beginning. Oh yeah, a lot of fire. What did I just say about the passion? There is a lot of passion right now. A lot of passion right now. There could be a rebirth of passion, renewal of passion, and a new beginning here. Yeah, I'm hearing for one wave of twins, this is happening. This is happening here. And then for the other wave of twins, or another wave of twins, then there may have been this miscommunication or complete no contact situations for some. A lot of spying. Yeah. Feeling stuck for some of us. What else for the twins? Twin Flame Collective. Current energies right now. Oh. 2 Cups. Yeah. Equal give and take. This is what we're after, right? This is what we're after. And again, we've got that balance of the masculine and the feminine in this card. An equal measure. Balance. There's the caduceus there. This is Kundalini energy. This is DNA strands. This is union. okay? Equal measure, sharing, giving and receiving in equal measure. Both people showing up. So for some, I'm hearing they may have been a little in their minds are felt like they could not take this step forward or weren't ready to take this step forward yet. There's a desire is what I'm hearing. There's a desire there. Yeah, there's a lot of desire here. There's a lot of desire. Yeah. Okay, for some, there was a third-party situation, and that may be ending. That may be ending, or in the process of ending, or it may have recently ended. It is in flux. Yeah, juggling, in flux. So, for some of the collective, there has been a third-party situation going on, and so that has, that caused some feeling left out in the cold, which may have been, about this explaining or describing this deception here, this deceptive energies there. Yeah, there's healing in it. There's healing within it. There's healing after it. So those situations will be healed. Yeah, for some of them, it can be addiction. So I'm getting the devil here, the devil, the Nine of Cups, yeah. So for some, they're battling addictions. They're battling addictions. Addictions are not just drugs and alcohol. They can be anything. So anything that keeps a person feeling stuck, bound. Anything that will chain this person, okay? So that could be codependent relationships as well. So these are being released. These are being released. They're playing, I'm hearing again, they're playing a factor in this situation. Third parties don't always have to be other people. They usually are, but they can sometimes be family members or friends who are little Iagos whispering in their ears, causing a disruption, interference, causing interference in the connection. So Spirit is sending them strength, yeah. So some are trying to decide how best to move forward, or there are decisions to make, whether they have the strength to be able to have a rebirth here, whether they have the strength to battle these things. These are not easy things to battle, right? Whether there is an addiction to well, anything, an addiction to anything that pulls one's attention away from what is important, right? So yeah, definitely there's this elevation within the connection. There's an elevation within the connection, but there's still a lot of healing here. Yeah, and a lot to be released. A lot of releasing of the past, I'm hearing. And grief and sadness about that. So whether those are old connections, or they are resisting this healing. And there is, yeah, here he is, the Hierophant, and I've gotten the High Priestess there. So yeah, we've got the divine couple here. Got the divine couple here. But we also have a Queen of Wands there. So for some of you, the third party involves a fire sign. Excuse me. And for others, what I'm hearing is this connection, has this creative spark, has this element to a passion for living, life passions, life purpose, mission, soul missions. And we have those together and apart. for those on the journey. Yeah, long term. All right, so this is long term, stable. Figuring out how to create this opportunity and feasibly bring this down to the 3D. Again, we're always connected in the 5D. And so some of you may be feeling that. You may be feeling that pull. What else, Spirit? Okay, they told me to move on to the... Remember, the twin flame journey is, it's most of the time romantic, but it does not have to be. It can be friendships, can be platonic. But the focus is the growth. The focus is the soul growth. The focus is the mission, the work. Yeah. But the union within is what is the most important thing. The union within, the balance within, the healing within. So whether apart in the 3D or together, whether on mission together in the 3D or on separate missions, you know, the connection is always there. The connection is always there, yeah. There's this lightheartedness that can help to feel, but that can also be feeling. What I'm hearing is that third party, yeah, deception, flirting. So there's flirting going on. There's flirting going on, if not more. Okay, so, but there is this knowing inside. There is this knowing, deep knowing, that this could be the one. And for some, you know, that's what sparks it. This knowing that, oh, this could be the one, this could be my person, then that creates this sort of illogical response here of wanting to reach out and pursue other options. And so those cycles are part of the journey. They're not part of every single twin flame dynamic, but they are part of the journey. And so that is what often will trigger, is this deep knowing that this could be the one. That deep knowing creates this fear response, and so then there is deception and flirting and reaching in other directions and exploring other avenues, we'll just say. All right, what else for the twins? Spirit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's like this focus that can come in. But when there is a resistance there, and again, that's part of the journey, when there is resistance and separation, then, yeah, within the next few weeks, something's going to shift within the next few weeks. So depending on where you are in your journey, things could be shifting. Things could be shifting. That doesn't mean union, okay? That doesn't mean physical union in the 3D. And again, we're always connected. The twins are always connected in the 5D. All right. Yeah, not the right time. Not the right timing. So for a segment, for a wave at the twins, it's not the right timing yet. And then we have within a few weeks. So those within this deception situation, yeah, there's going to be a shift within the next few weeks. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. Communicate clearly. So yeah, it's really important to communicate clearly. Well, it's hard to communicate clearly when we've blocked one another, but you know, that's really important. Being able to set boundaries and discuss things, you know, calmly. Having calm discussions, and that is really important within any any kind of relationship, really. Making sure that we're listening, developing really good listening skills is what I'm hearing. Good listening skills and good speaking skills, so that we can, and now it doesn't mean oration, it just means talking to one another in a manner in which we can understand. So again, for those who, this reading obviously is for those who are aware, at least one partner is aware, and the other partner may not be aware, and that happens as well as part of the journey oftentimes. So one partner will be aware and consciously, and then the other is not aware, so that happens as well. So if that's happening, make sure that you're communicating clearly. If you're both aware of what the connection is, or at least the depth of it, that there's something there, then, make sure you're communicating clearly. Have clear discussions with each other. And we can always do that Rogerian therapy type of communication where we say, what I hear you saying is, we listen and don't respond, and then we say, what I hear you saying is, and then we give it back to them in our own words, and then that goes back and forth, and then that way we can make sure that we're completely understanding one another. Just a little tidbit. All right, I said one of these oracles here. For the Twin Flame Collective Spirit. Again, guys, if you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me on Messenger or at sherrijens@gmail.com. For the Twin Flame Collective Spirit. There we go. Put my specs on for this one. Okay, so we're getting, a lot of the twins are also star family, and that is really important in correlation with our missions, our purposes, and the twin journey, all interrelated, all interwoven. Loyalty, safety, trust. Yeah, I'm hearing we have to have that safety and have that trust built in to the connection in order for it to move forward and to have that union within, being able to trust ourselves. Remember, this is a mirror type dynamic connection. So much mirroring going on. So we must trust ourselves and have faith in ourselves and trust one another. So there definitely are trust issues for us to heal within this journey. Especially childhood wounding associated with that, or from past relationships, past lives. So all these things may come up, and you might not know it, but you feel it energetically. Residuals from these past lives, residuals from past relationships, and that closing off and defense mechanisms, that those coping mechanisms that we develop as we go through these things, and again, bringing forth so many of them completely subconsciously, because we're not aware of them. All right, so yeah, beautiful. Well, I hope that was helpful. And again, if you would like to book a private reading with me, connect with me on Messenger or at sherrijens@gmail.com. I wish you well on your journeys. Much love to you guys. Namaste.